Let's get to it. We're on Broadway. I once knew a kid, his tongue fell off in his sleep. La bibbidi bibby dum, la bibbida bibby doo, la bibbidi bibby dum, la bibbida bibby doo, la bibbidi bibby dum, la bibbida bibby. Shut up.
Hello people, this is Labby Prime coming at you with a new Walking Dead Mcfarlane Toys action figure review. And this one, not sure how this one's gonna turn out because a lot of problems with this one, but we'll get into that later. Or right now. Later. Earlier I said, or like in some recent videos, if you want to go back and check it out, I said that I would review each figure I have in order of when I got them or whatever. So example, I got series 4 Rick Grimes first, then I got Michonne, then I got Merle. So you got the zombie guys fourth after Merle. No, the figure I'm about to review now is the figure I got after Merle. The Michonne's Pet Walkers are figures that I did not get until like, I don't know, after I pretty much got all my hands on all of series 5. I got those 2 zombies after I got action figures from series 5, and by series 5 I mean just Maggie, Glenn, and Tyrese. I didn't get the zombies. Reason why I did not want to proceed with this figure after Merle because I didn't know how I was going to review it, and I thought I would have a better, like, it's hard to explain, but I'll get into the review right now just to stop stalling, because I'm pretty sure people are really annoyed that I take up the first minute of the video talking about crap nobody cares about. Let's start off with the review. And who is the review of? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's the governor! It's the governor! The most evilest son of a bitch ever until Negan shows up. But that's not gonna happen until like 5 years from now, so... The governor's the only big bad character from the comics brought to life, whatever, into the TV show. And he's a pretty cool figure. For the most part. No, he's still a cool guy. I really like this figure. He's full of awesome. Let's take a closer look at him. Camera, can you not be a blurry asshole today? Okay, there, thank you. Yeah. As you can see, very good likeness to the actor. There's a lot of intricate details here. I'm surprised that they really got the likeness down. It's pretty good. A lot of his figures have like really like squinty eyes or whatever, or really like really blank expressions, so I'll try looking for the ones that don't have that, which is kind of hard because a lot of them do have it sometimes. You can just go to like any store that sells like Walking Dead figures in your area, and you're not gonna find a great looking governor figure on the spot. You're probably gonna have to search for a good one. But that's what I did, and I found one. And this isn't my first series 4 governor figure that I have. The other one, I used to own another one, but there were some minor malfunctions with that one, and I'll get into it when I get into the accessories. But for now, let's look at his beautiful face. Look at that. Oh wait, you can't see it because the fucking camera. I like his jacket. His jacket is pretty cool. It has like a leather shoulder pad. I want this jacket in real life. I want Rick's jacket in real life from series 3 and series 4, I guess, because that's when he kind of starts wearing his iconic brown jacket, which is actually coming out in series 8. There's going to be a figure of Rick Grimes wearing his brown jacket, which I'm excited to get, even though I paid, I don't know, roughly like $25 for the series 6 Rick Grimes at Spencer's, which is bullshit, but I really wanted to get that figure, so it was worth it. I get it. You're sick of seeing the figure. He's a terrible man. We don't want to look at him anymore. You want to see him die, but we did. So, you know, life wishes come true. Let's go into accessories. Here's his little itty bitty knife. Nothing special at all. It's just a regular knife. I'm sure it would look better if it was if it belonged to like a bigger scale figure and they enlarged this to fit with that bigger scale figure. Maybe if they ever make another 6-inch statue like Rick, Daryl, and Michonne that's coming out. So yeah, nothing special. It's just a knife, regular knife. Fits really well in his holster, which is also great. Always good to have holsters for weapons. Here we have his gun. It's pretty standard. A number of Walking Dead characters will come with this gun a lot, the same looking gun, or just a regular black gun, but it's still pretty much the same mold. But as you can see, it's still nice. There's some detail in there that help define what it is, so that's good. Let's get him holding his weapons, if I can, which I don't think I can, maybe? His hand is like really wide open because I've displayed him holding his knife, his machete that he never uses, but I'm glad to know that he can still hold his gun and, you know, kill every character that we loved on the show. Let's get him holding his knife too. We'll have him like gun-hoeing and stabby friendly governor in action. I haven't really had him hold anything in his hand. If it will fit, it's in there. It's gotta seal a deal, if you will. There we go. No effort at all. Don't take that into account. So there, he could get all stabby friendly or gun happy, which he doesn't really care what he is. He just wants to see you die and cry and ruin Christmas for everyone. Now let's take a look at his machete that he used in the promos, but never in the actual show itself, which is kind of weird, but it's still a nice accessory. It doesn't really come with much. He just comes with like half the stuff we see him use in the actual show. It's still a nice accessory. He looks cool holding the machete in the promo, so why not have him look cool holding the machete in action figure form? Take his machete, hold it around here, have it, or just drop it, Butterfingers, motherfucker. Have him hold it, yes, have him hold it, and you can recreate the magazine, the entertainment magazine photo of him holding the machete, and well, you can't really recreate it because his articulation, because I'm not gonna blame Mcfarlane, but yeah, he looked really cool in his machete. I like it. I like it very much, and you should like it too, because we're on Broadway. Alright, now it is time for us to get into the most controversial part of this video, which would be, oh my god, which would be his head. As you can see, he comes with a alternative head, his eye patch head, and as you can see, it still very much captures the great likeness of the actor, David Morrissey, looking mighty fine, even when he's beheaded. There's the ball joint, the accursed ball joint that ruined everyone's life, including mine. I learned that the hard way. So here is the problem with this figure and its changeable head. When I first got this figure, this isn't the same figure I got a long time ago. I got a different governor figure from my local comic book store. And, you know, I got him out of packaging. I got all of his accessories there, and I close to throwing up the packaging. But before I did that, I took his head and I tried to pull it off with as much might as I could. But as I was struggling, I realized it was kind of hard to get it off. It wasn't coming off at all, and I was starting to get worried. Like, is it supposed to come off? It's supposed to come off, because why the hell would they include that, right? So, with all my might, I pulled as hard as I could. I even went as far as to do this, and then it came off. And what do I find? I find this ball joint, which has the same ball joint. They have the same ball joint. This ball joint broke off from the stem and the ball itself was like stuck in his neck. So yeah, no switching heads for me. As soon as that happened, what I did is I tried like shaving like the edges of his neck so that I can like find a way to like squeeze the ball out with as much force. And I tried for a little bit. It took me an hour, but I couldn't get it out. So that was disappointing, and I was really pissed off because I had a broken governor figure, and I couldn't switch his head on. So yeah, that was bullshit. So eventually, well, not eventually, like the next day, I should say, I put this guy back in packaging. I took it back to my local comic book store, and I told him, "Hey, yo, this thing broke on me. Why you do this to me?" I'm like, "Oh, we didn't know that. Go over and get another one for free." So I did, and they let me walk away with it. I so happy that I got a new figure. That didn't rhyme. Wow, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm ashamed of myself too. This is my second Governor Series 4 figure, and I refuse to take the head off. So if you were looking for me to demonstrate what the figure looks like with his head on, holy shit, that's big. What the figure looks like with the eye patch head on, you're unfortunately not gonna get to see that here. Unless I have a hair dryer to like dry it there and then just pull it off and then put it back in, but I really don't need to because I have the new Governor figure that came out recently, which was the Series 6 Governor figure that came with his like long jacket. So I'm happy with that. That one has like his eye patch head on already, and I don't know, I just like keeping this figure as just regular Brian Blake Governor version. And then I can have the other Governor version as like the Philip Blake. So here we have Brian Blake disguising himself as Philip Blake. And this is Philip Blake. Philip Blake. God damn it. I can't fucking talk. I don't know if they were twins. I never read any of the novels. I don't know if they're twins, but if they are, then this is pretty accurate. So yeah, you got one Governor with his eye patch and one Governor without his eye patch. And this to me is, when this Governor figure came out, I was actually really hoping that he would look more like this Governor figure, but since he wasn't, I was really disappointed because this is kind of my favorite Governor figure. And this guy came out after like the season 3 ended of Walking Dead. So I really wanted a figure of like this guy with his long jacket and his like AK-47. Or what is it? I don't know. I don't know my guns, okay? I told you this. So I really wanted this figure more. I wanted this figure to be made. But it never was. So, and because I had the mindset at the time that, like, Walking Dead figures were never going to go anywhere. We're never going to get all the lovable characters that we really want in our collection. That I had to break down and get this Governor. Same way I got the Series 4 backgrounds. Because I didn't think there were going to be any more Walking Dead figures. Any better Walking Dead figures, but there are, and now I have a awesome Rick Grimes figure and an awesome Governor figure, so yay! And I have extra characters to display, maybe in like past seasons. Post Governor and regular Governor. This is the main Governor I use in my display, and this could be like a post crazy psychopath. I mean, he was always a crazy psychopath, but he doesn't have the eye patch on. Oh, crazy. So yeah, there's that. Really disappointed that I couldn't fit the head on that figure, but since I have this Governor, I really don't need to. Because I could just have Philip Blake and Brian Blake. It's fun to pretend. I always like to have it that way. It's cool. But he's still a good figure though. This is Mcfarlane's like more attention to detail. Because as you can see, even his pants are nicely made. There's a lot of like mud spots there, like, or dust spots. Like he's been running around a lot and like killing people. So that's exactly what he would do. Let's go over articulation. So his head can only look left and right for whatever reason. Oh no, he could turn his head all the way. Oh, that's not good. Like, even turning his head, I could feel like the ball joint coming loose. That's very terrifying. I really don't like that in a figure. Real fear for me to have when I feel a joint coming loose and it's about to like just fall off one day. His arms can rotate 360 degrees, which is perfect. Could go out that far. Could bend at the elbow and like cut your throat while he's doing it. His elbow can rotate left to right, which is great. His wrist can go like up that way and down that way, and you can turn out the wrist too, so you can have him. Yeah, no, this could work. This could totally work. He does have a slight turn at the waist, but not a strong turn. Hey, we're focusing on this governor, not this one. Get out of here. Slight turn at the waist. His legs are pretty weak. Like, that's as far as his legs will go. Oh, no. It goes a little bit far, but not too terribly much. It can make him look like he's just rolling or walking as he goes around, which look fine. That's actually how I think I would want to pose my governor figure of him, or this governor figure of him, like walking. I can recreate that scene where he's like walking and he sees the guy on the ground, the pilot of the helicopter, and like he takes his knife. He doesn't use a machete in the show, unfortunately. He takes his machete and just like stabs him like that. So there's that. There's a lot of benefits for posing some figures, so don't take his lack of leg articulation as I mean, you should or whatever, because it's, don't get me wrong, it's like super weak, but you can still get some great poses out of it, because really this version of the governor doesn't really do much aside from kicking the shit out of Michonne when she killed his daughter. Spoiler alert. He has like full rotation at the feet, as well as going up and down a little bit, but not really strong. But still, it's got good articulation, but not a lot for you to like have him do like jumping jacks or like, I don't know, some impossible like martial arts type of thing that you want to do for some reason. I don't know why. There, you can have him do that. It could create an illusion that he's like doing stuff. Yeah, pretty okay figure. In the end, even though his head swapping problem is a huge disappointment, I'm still happy to own this figure. Like I said, I can have like a Philip Blake governor, and I can have a Brian Blake governor as well. So it's a win-win for me, and this is a governor figure I originally wanted anyway, so that's also a win-win. So everything else worked out fine in the end. His head swapping thing is a pain. Maybe I'll do it one day. I will get my hands on a hairdryer and like take it off and see if I can put it on, but really I'm happy with just having this governor. So yeah, final score, I'd say his paint job is I'd say 9 out of 10. It's a really awesome paint job, because he's got a lot of marks there that looks like he's been through a lot, which is great. I really like it. So 9 out of 10 for articulation. I mean, detail. Articulation. Now we go to the articulation. I'd say I don't know, either a 7 or 8, maybe 7.5 out of 10, because the articulation is not the best, and some of it is really like stiff and like fragile. As you can see, none of them is really working. So a 7.5 out of 10. His arm articulation is still great, so you could get a lot of, like I said, good entertainment magazine poses out of him. Still great. A lot of benefits. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for articulation. Overall, I'd say, I don't know, I guess a 7 out of 10. It's not a spectacular figure. I like him because he's nicely detailed, but I kind of don't, because, you know, again, his head and his pants. 7 out of 10. I give him 7 out of 10. He's an okay figure, but I'm happy to have him. So, yeah, that would be it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more, hopefully, if I don't lie again.